Lower bracket semifinal Group C. It is XlorD versus FoCuS. The loser will be eliminated from the biggest tournament of the year.
Exciting game here for us, for the Western scene especially. We only have two representatives, XlorD and Foggy. We saw XlorD versus Fly already in Group C in another thrilling series. Is it just Fly that produces all these insane games? Is it him we should thank for? Yeah, so far he's been delivering in the excitement of those matches. XlorD debuted the CryptLord to China. We never really saw him on the biggest stage in the biggest tournaments. Now he showed it. Now everyone knows. FoCuS knows, every single viewer, everybody. Is it still that good then? XlorD almost defeated Fly. It was so razor thin. Again, just like Infi versus Fly. But now that FoCuS has had 2 days to prepare, to specifically set up against this strategy, is it still that good?
We'll see about that. Maybe he took some inspiration from Western games, where the Farseer is, of course, the solution, as Fly did as well. He knew this too, but maybe it is Headhunters instead of Grunts. It's gonna be down to FoCuS. We will see what he will bring to the table. It would be the continuation of FoCuS's bad year. It's really not his. I mean, DreamHack was really, really good the start of the year. Second place, only losing to Moon. No one really expected him to be in the grand final there. But afterwards, a lot of, like, some semifinals, but never a big final again. Team League didn't go that well as it was last time with LP Club. Something is missing with FoCuS's play.
Yeah, he's been going through these ups and downs, it seems to me, his entire career. If he's hitting his highest highs, he can look really good. I'm not sure he can be a championship winning player. That's another step. But he can absolutely hang with many of the best in the world. He can make deep runs. He can get up to second place and top 4 certainly. But he doesn't seem to be in that shape currently. Can he switch it up from one day to the next? Can he now play so much better than he did previously? That's possible for any player, but I feel like that's not normally how FoCuS suddenly shines.
True. He played very well against Infi, especially on map 1, so he knew how to adapt against a strategy that he was probably not expecting with that fast expansion on Northern Isles. So that definitely speaks in his favor. Also, his matchup versus Undead is by far the best this year. 13-7, but there's quite of a losing streak going on, man. As I said, 13-7 this year, but a 0-6 losing streak right now against Undead. Something changed that either people figured him out or there's a new challenge. But with XlorD, everything is different anyway.
Yeah. That's not too encouraging to hear that suddenly he's been having these many losses. But I think some of them were against 1-0 as well, right?
Yes.
And it was against standard Undead play. This is very likely not going to be that. We see the maps, and this is going to be very interesting for our series here. XlorD vetoes Concealed and Twisted, which he won against Fly. FoCuS vetoes Echo and Last Refuge. So XlorD leaves Amazonia in the pool, which is supposed to be impossible for CryptLord expansion.
Yeah, that's interesting. But we've seen it by Juan yesterday that it might work if it comes as a surprise, or it's against standard play. What do you think? Like, Terranath or Twisted? What will be better? We can talk about that once the game starts, as we have our match coming up for the Lao Pao Esports Club and Korea. It is FoCuS. He could actually be the first Korean eliminated after all the others had some great runs. But yeah, he is not in competition for the third place in Korea anymore. That's set in stone. That's Lin, Moon, Law Lion, and XlorD. The only German ever to play the Gold League for Mouse Sports and the Western scene. Did he tweak some things here and there that make this play more successful against FoCuS than it was against Fly, even though it was really, really close? We start on Amazonia, actually. FoCuS looks a little stressed, to be honest. Putting his hat back. again. We've seen this before in this game against Infi. And XlorD seems hyped, man.
Ready to get this show on the road. XlorD almost defeated Fly before. Judging from that, FoCuS should be a little bit easier considering their recent shape. But of course, it all comes down to how they play here. Can the German make it to the top 3? Can he perhaps make it even out of the groups? He wants to show what this XlorD can do.
It's interesting, the history of Western players in WGL. It's either a huge success or it's a fail. Foggy and Happy, of course, the standout players for the West with their final runs. Otherwise, we've had the Orc Workers, the Rudans, and oftentimes Hawk as well, getting eliminated early. What's XlorD going to show us? Here we go, map number 1. Tons and tons of hype. Make us proud, little Lord. We got him in the upper right of Amazonia in the red and FoCuS in the bottom left.
And Amazonia, as we said, it's a very tough XlorD map. And XlorD here switches it up, playing a standard opening Ted Fiend build, very likely with a DK heading into a fast tech and later Fiends. And this is where the map pool becomes very interesting in this matchup. Like, there's some maps which used to be considered really bad for Undead, but with the XlorD they become better. And some maps which used to be considered pretty bad for ORC Standard, like AZ, but it's good against XlorD. So perhaps FoCuS left this map in the pool expecting XlorD. XlorD adjusts, does not play XlorD here, but now Standard. Going into a Standard game, trying to out-micro the opponent on this ping is going to be tough to do.
We gotta say, it's a little better than it was against Fly, as FoCuS is playing from Korea, so his ping is a little higher than Fly's was, who's of course playing on a Chinese server from China. Maybe that will help. We have a Farseer opening against this, and against Standard, this kind of requires an expansion. And on AZ, that's quite hard.
True. Farseer sooner or later has to play an expansion, and the point usually where that is done is when the TC comes out. Ideally, you want a level 3 Farseer first, use that strength, and then buy space for the TC to level. So it's going to be crucial for XlorD to scout what's going on and to prevent level 3 Farseer as much as he can, being annoying with the Acolyte, slowing down the Farseer quite well.
Yeah, not going.
And that's no lightning shield creep for FoCuS.
I was about to say the same thing, like, he's just starting with the green. What's this? Not even getting the item, right? No, not really. XlorD taking the troll camp, pretty much standard. If FoCuS is going for the lab creep after this could be dangerous for him right away.
Yeah, slow start here for FoCuS. Mantle, very nice item though.
Oh wow, this is kind of perfect for XlorD, isn't it? Lightning shield applied, DK comes in, lots of mana. Can he get some last hits? FoCuS adjusts, moving away from the creep, but that cloak is pretty nice now.
He's getting surrounded though if he is not careful. Okay, does walk away now. DK took a bit of damage already, so that the Farseer, but the Farseer can heal with the heal salves. Tech now underway, Fiends coming. So far, not the most has happened. I would say a good early though for XlorD. He's got a very slight experience lead. And he's preventing level 3 Farseer again. This is crucial for the mid game.
Absolutely. You don't want to face these wolves on level 2, that's for sure. Skeletons across the map, scouting things out. I think he lost a little track of FoCuS, but now that's pretty much only one position where he can be. So XlorD should know, and he is apparently stealing the lap away.
With lightning shield creep, that can be done pretty quick. Does he get it? Sometimes on this ping, it can be a little weird.
Gets the lightning shield for sure. So now be careful to not deny anything. FoCuS has pretty much no idea, right? He's moving away, doesn't deny anything. That's a big thing. Like, we always mention this. Experience on Amazonia is limited, especially for the second and third hero. And XlorD gets everything. Second hero.
Is now quite hurt on the DK, but I think that should be okay.
Oh, runs into the grunt and the wolves might be blocked here. Aura unlocked though. FoCuS not willing to use a chain lightning, and that fiend gets out as well. XlorD moving back, can't coil, applies the unholy aura to that fiend. And without endurance, you can't really follow. There's nothing to block. XlorD with good steals and good saves.
Yeah, I think FoCuS here a little too vengeful, trying to run south. Like he saw, oh, XlorD, you're creeping my lab. I have to go there. But by the time he arrived, it was all gone already. What FoCuS could have done instead would have been just creep the middle. Yep. Creep the middle, take out the kobolds. Perhaps he could have even been able to get both camps. That would have been level 3. And that, again, is so important. He's certainly going to get one kobold camp, stealing the one of the undead side away, as the DK finally returns. Only one fiend, though. XlorD has not too many units here to make use of.
Is there a reveal? Can he send something to the lab? This could be dangerous. Fiend taking quite some damage, but can always move away. This is not a really dangerous moment for XlorD right now, but it's a way for FoCuS to get back into this game for sure. Attempted chip damage saves the DK to the left-hand side. TC is coming, Lich is coming.
Question is, how fast is XlorD going to tech?
That Fiend died there.
Oh, yeah, with a zap. It's a painful loss.
No grunt kill so far. XlorD patiently waiting for FoCuS to return. FoCuS knows. Pulling this Taskmaster back. Okay, Coil versus Zap. What's it gonna be? Fiends are moving in as well. TC is out now. How fast can he help FoCuS in this fight? Fiend control. Good skeleton usage. Always damage.
Yeah, the Fiend micro so far, there were a few flaws in that, honestly. I'm not talking about the loss of the Fiend, really, but rather how you use the other ones, keeping them at range and so on.
Okay, FoCuS secures the kill. XlorD contested this quite hard. Now getting stomped, this was a little obvious. But Frost Armor applied and the necessary damage isn't just there yet. And now, once again, trading time. XlorD needs time for his tier 3 to come up. FoCuS needs time for this TC to level up. And usually at that stage of the game, you really want to focus on an expansion as Orc.
Yeah, exactly. XlorD being very annoying, not letting FoCuS do what he wants. Kind of classic XlorD play. But at some point, XlorD is going to need to get some decent levels himself. And that's the level 3 Farseer now. And now the level 2 Wolves become really strong.
Yeah. XlorD is on the way to tier 3. What's the play now? Whoa, this is greedy. They're so close to each other. This could be punished hardcore with Stomp.
XlorD is willing to TP out here if he gets caught out.
Yeah. And again, the game plan, stealing XP from FoCuS' side of the map. FoCuS got the middle, but the lab is gone, and his merchant is gone, and XlorD is actually quite lucky that FoCuS moves to the expansion.
Yeah.
What a great brain by XlorD, knowing that the Orc has to focus on the expansion at some point. So he focuses on that spot, and that opens up the Merc camp. Super impressed with this.
Is FoCuS going to expand now, or does he feel it's too late? It would be quite the late expansion now. Big heal pot for the TC is outstanding. The Farseer, where is he? He's not harassing XlorD.
Nope,
the Raider now scouts XlorD in the top left, but the Farseer is still pretty far away from that.
DK is so low!
Dude!
XlorD playing with fire, taking so many risks.
Yeah, creep route wise, he's really taking crazy risks here.
Oh, here comes the Farseer. Wolves are in, zap, okay. But he got the flute for this.
Crazy creep route by XlorD, dude. Holy moly.
And now FoCuS, what does he do? Merchant gone. Merc camp gone. He could go for the second gold mine. But of course that's very obvious, and XlorD arrives on tier 3. Is he in time to contest this? With a limited heal? Not really, right? Okay. Okay, then it's not that bad for FoCuS.
Level 3 for the TC. Almost every item the TC finds here is good. Big mana potion. Oh yeah. Big heal, big mana. Probably the 2 best items for FoCuS.
XlorD can creep safe now. The green, the lab. What's the third hero gonna be? FoCuS is controlling the tavern at the moment, so no chance for XlorD really to go for a Pit Lord or Dark Ranger. Against this TC, especially... Okay, we know about the item, but XlorD doesn't. Should be Dark Ranger then?
Yeah, it depends. Some players like that more, some players like this more. Like 1-0 plays Dark Ranger happy, a lot plays...
Dark Ranger Black Arrow?
Okay. Bold. Bold against the TC.
This is a free level 3 TC. Can't control him. XlorD willing to take this fight at 50 pop with a tier 3 advantage. He got Nova into the back, but good control by FoCuS. Pulling that Raider back. Oh, or is it? Massive stun. Oh boy. But XlorD gets the coil off. The Devours, how good are they going to be? The Fiend Micro is good. Dodging these Devours. Next Stomp, though, makes things a little easier. Headhunters are falling as well. Coil on the Destroyer. Can't take that one out. And all of a sudden, he has a solution against the... Wolves. The Raiders are falling. So many skeletons doing so much damage. Good burrows. The grunts are falling like flies. And FoCuS is struggling hard.
No anti-air anymore. The Headhunter's taken out really quickly. How many Headhunters was that even? Like 2? I don't think it was really more. Lich level 3. Nova now stronger. And chasing further is XlorD trying with a skeleton block. Doesn't quite get it, but perhaps he can cancel the expansion. It's too late for that.
5 supply lead. There's not too much mana anymore, but the big mana potion. He wants to take out the peasants. There's no TP for XlorD.
Dangerous position here, yes, but FoCuS' army is so small, not scary at all at the moment. And again, anti-air. Where is the anti-air?
Yeah.
One Wind Rider is coming in.
Okay, but
I don't believe FoCuS, or XlorD, excuse me, has web, but it's not that hard to get.
Still no silence. XlorD with all the skeletons right-clicking this expansion. What an interesting game plan this is. Not much to stun the Lich in an awkward situation here. Decent splits, catches still a lot. Chain Lightning, no coil on that Fiend. And it seems like there is no web. So the heroes have to do it. Kodo Beast. Oh, he's focusing a lot on the illusion. There was plenty of soaked up damage, but that's level 2 for the Dark Ranger. That's the so important. Silence the Destroyer falls. Level 4, Chain Lightning is great, but he once again takes out these Headhunters. Another coil maybe to take out the Destroyer. To save the Destroyer. Micro is okay, but he falls anyway.
And suddenly XlorD doesn't have that much left. Heal throw was used though on FoCuS' side. He reaches level 4 on the TC. Mana is low on FoCuS. And the statue coming in for XlorD. Great sustain now. FoCuS still with a tough fight over here. Heroes almost only left for XlorD, but they are strong heroes.
Exactly, and the big potion is gone. The big disable is gone. He's trying to go for the DK now. There is an invul, and he uses that. The hero still reigns supreme. The statue not taken out. The Destroyer saved to the side as well. Oh, would have loved to have a coil there, but maybe save it for the Dark Ranger is more important. That's exactly what he does. Reinforcements streaming in from FoCuS' side. The Lich again in an awkward position. Needs to go back in. The coil is too late though. XlorD, what's this? And the DK almost surrounded as well. Massive mistake.
Oh, it seemed like he perhaps had it there, but XlorD loses a second hero, and that's a massive loss. FoCuS chasing now, waiting for the ensnares. There should be more kills, going for the statues. These are easy to kill. Can't get coiled. And XlorD is running back home with his tail between his legs.
What was that Lich position? I'm not really sure. Throughout the entire...
The thing I'm wondering about is, why does that Lich have so much mana? He used barely any Novas in that fight. If he spams Nova more heavily, he can take out targets more quickly, and he's also limiting the orc damage. He had like 300 mana when he died.
Yeah. Close to level 5 now, and the expo up for FoCuS. All of a sudden, it looks really good for the Korean. All of a sudden, there was anti-air. And the silence may be a little too late, and now we got the Vamp Aura.
It's not over yet, though. XlorD's heroes are starting to get quite crazy. He's close to 4-3-2. If he gets 4-4-3, there's no telling what this Undead army can do.
Not much to creep anymore, though. We're down to the red spots. And also 5-5 is really, really close for FoCuS.
Yeah, I really didn't like that morphing of all the destroyers. Having one statue at least on the ground is so crucial.
Well, do you need the regen if you don't use your spells?
No, just the heal is magnificent.
True. Just joking.
Going into Frenzy now. XlorD is transitioning into ghouls. If we can get the proper engagement with a good destroyer morph, silence the TC, run into the back, snipe the headhunters, it could be good for him.
Yeah.
But FoCuS is getting higher and higher in supply.
He's checking if there's an expansion. It is not the Skeleton Grand Sim level 5. There is a mana potion. This Stomp will wreck the ghouls.
Gets a heal scroll as well. Very important against the Nova.
Stressful game. FoCuS is taking his time. Not willing to get baited into the undead base as XlorD does so often with other players. With that ghoul transition, Wyvern become quite strong. Level 5 here as well. Perfect.
A lot of ensnares were used just a second ago. Can that perhaps make a difference?
DK is getting a lot of damage here. Heal scroll used already. He's just surrounded. Passing the invul from the Lich. That was super important. And now the ghouls, they reach the backline. Here's the Nova. Storm counters them hard. And all of a sudden, all these ghouls seem to be gone. The Lich gets another coil that exposes the DK. Of course, FoCuS with a lot of hero focus. Now switching over to the Fiends. Destroyer in the air. Can he take out the backline? It's a level 4 DK. Maybe go for Dark Ritual. Destroyer taking out again. He's morphing so many of them. What's this better for? 20 supply lead for FoCuS all of a sudden. GG by XlorD. This Orc army can't be matched, and FoCuS takes it from the mid game on.
That was really close though. I mean, towards the end, that fight, you know, TC level 5, ghouls all dead. That was one-sided. But that push towards the expansion. If there's one more mana pot on the DK, if the Lich uses his Nova more quickly, maybe XlorD can win this. This was really close.
Yeah, I agree. And was this the only map where he feels forced to play standard, where we don't see the Crypt Lord? Next one is Terraner's stand. That is XlorD's choice.
Yeah.
And that should be the Crippy.
I'm pretty sure. It was a smart choice here by XlorD, surprisingly playing standard on AZ, and possibly with that getting into a good position. I think ping once again was an issue there for him.
Yes.
But now playing Crypt Lord, now playing more of an expansion macro game. Map 2 should be looking better for the Lord.
I agree. And maybe he's in tournament shape, like he's in competitive mode now, a little warmed up. Here we see the fights again. Yeah, this overextension statue comes in. That was supposed to be a great moment. We see the Lich mana throughout the entire game, pretty high. The early game was so great, but yeah, that move there, the Lich loss, that hurt him so bad. This stomp against the ghouls, man. Forcing the DK to use the heal scroll early on also hurt the ghouls a lot.
Yeah.
Didn't really work out, but it's not the end of all hope. XlorD got a lot of fans after his game versus Fly. We saw a lot of Chinese fans coming over to Twitter and congratulating him on his performance, saying that it was really entertaining. So sympathies won, but games, not yet.
The Crypt Lord leading to amazing games. I mean, that's what we've been seeing for the last couple of months. Isn't that right?
Remo, really?
Yeah, Papa Roach, what an amazing hero. He's gonna be played here again. It's almost for certain. Almost for certain. Yeah. FoCuS. What is now his play? It seemed like he was going kind of middle of the road, perhaps, playing a standard build, but with a Farseer, so he can harass in case there is a Crypt Lord, but now he basically knows there will be. Is that the time to bust out the Farseer Headhunters, like Lin has done before this tournament? In a different matchup, of course, against Moon. But they look not too bad there. They should work out pretty well here as well.
XlorD about to be eliminated. One more map for FoCuS, and he sees himself in an Orc Mirror versus Fly for the playoffs all of a sudden. XlorD. What's his mind now? Is it just, okay, that was the one map where I'm really not feeling comfortable with that build, and from here on, it counts. And how does he deal with pressure? Judging from the Western qualifier, he was down 2-0, right? And then he turned it all around with a 3-2.
Yep.
So he knows how it is to play from behind. In the upper left for Germany, for the West, and for Mouse Sports, it is XlorD. On the bottom right-hand side for South Korea, for the Lao Pao Esports Club, and for the Orcs, it is FoCuS.
We see a ghoul build. We know what that should mean. Barracks coming down here for FoCuS as well, so no early War Mill, no early Headhunters. Question is, Farseer or Blade Master? I know that XlorD dislikes playing against Blade Master more. I don't think that's really the stronger hero against the Cryptlord, but that's the way that XlorD feels. The shop coming up, the Cryptlord, and the expansion. That is what we're going to be seeing. What does FoCuS choose?
Farseer it is. So, judging from this, he wants to play like Fly. Not taking advice from the Western scene.
Okay, I mean, it worked for Fly.
Yeah, but it was really close, man.
It was close, yeah. A lot of clutch moments.
Yeah. So is it again a sign that FoCuS rather copies other players and not have like his very own idea about builds, at least? We know that he's great with timings and all, but when it comes to builds, he is not the innovator.
Yeah, we'll see where it goes in the mid game. The style that Fly played was also quite interesting. Didn't go for TC second. He went for Shadowhunter, Raider Walker, and then heavy pressure, trying to trade favorably against the Undead expansion. We'll see if FoCuS does the same, or perhaps something else. XlorD not creeping the Expo right away, but rather going for the Merc camp first.
Oh, we talked about yesterday that you kind of want the Lightning Shield here. I think he was trying, right? The way he grouped the ghouls.
Yeah.
Didn't really work, though.
Didn't work. FoCuS taking a bit of a gamble with his opening. He didn't scout anything yet, but he's hoping that he can creep level 2 at the Merc camp and then still come in to harass the expansion and be in time. And that just happens to work out for him. XlorD decides not to creep the Expo first, but to himself go creeping at the Merc camp to start with.
Greater mana again. What's up with all the orcs getting greater manas these days? Grubby versus Happy. Yesterday Fly as well. Now FoCuS versus XlorD.
Yeah. Mantle also not too bad for the Farseer. Gets heal salves now and will start moving across the map for the harass. Cryptlord, it took him a while to creep this Expo. Now he has successfully done it. Or Merc camp, I should say. Heading to the expansion now. This is honestly pretty lucky by FoCuS. This expansion could already be crept and coming up, and he's continuing to creep. Wow.
2 big consumables, though, and very, very fast creeping. FoCuS played against the Cryptlord once against 1-2-0, right? In kind of a weird series, for sure. But he kind of knows how to deal with it close to level 3. Oh my god, this is so crazy.
He also takes his camp away from the Cryptlord, which normally he would love to go to after the expansion. Did he not bring the Acolyte?
There we go. Okay. Oh, FoCuS. Impale. Oh, that would be big, but there's a big Invo Potion. Can he hold this around? Chain Lightning used immediately. There's a lot of mana to use, obviously. Invo Potion as well. Big commitment by FoCuS. Invo and mana used.
And he doesn't have a heal salve here to heal up anymore, so after 15 seconds, he's gonna be in big trouble once again. He's
trying to take out the Shadow Priest, which would be huge. The grunts are all hurt, and I think FoCuS denied 1 creep, right? If Spiral places its level 3.
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure. Oh, grunt saved to the side, or did he kill it? Level 3 for XlorD now. This play by FoCuS didn't work out at all.
I might get 1 Ziggurat cancel. Expansion is certainly delayed here for XlorD. Still not coming up.
Yeah, but I think this build by FoCuS was designed to kill this early and to kill way more than he did. And he did, like, he used the big 2 consumables. They're just gone.
Yeah, and imagine how sick they would have been on the TC. Did we see the second hero yet? FoCuS? Is it TC or is it Farseer? That's the question.
Don't think we did. Farseer? Shadowhunter.
Shadowhunter, true.
Yeah, just play double Farseer, double Wolves, double Chain Lightning. Let's rock! Yeah,
Todd now moving out onto the map. He's scouting with the beetles also.
Ring of Regen, really good for the Cryptlord. Beetles feed a little, but I guess that's fine. Oh, Shaman.
Shaman and Walkers and TC.
Whoa, that's new.
Okay. Could also be... Oh...
Ooh,
is that a cancel?
Close. Does he need an impale maybe? It's so close. Oh no, Expo getting cancelled. FoCuS still has a TP, so it's not that dangerous. Can gets around, gets another Shadow Priest here as well. XlorD trying to vanilla surround without the impale, and it sticks, but oh, that's still some damage here on the Acolytes. What? The Farseer just died.
What?
The Farseer just died.
Did he disconnect? No, he's still moving the TC.
Yeah.
He was taking out some ghouls in the main. Man, what would have been a great play now is sullied with that hero loss. I'm not sure if it's still decent. It's certainly a lot of experience for the Cryptlord. It was almost level 5.
Level 4.
Yeah, level 4, yeah.
TC creeps his own natural now. Yeah, FoCuS seemed surprised as well. Now the strength of the beetles. Can he abuse it? Even with the tele staff. Moving across with 4 of the beetles. With boots, with ring. Ooh, can he just kill the TC? Ah, he has no mana for impale, right? And there's stomp, okay, and speed scroll. Witch
Still
Doctor.
slows down the creeping, though, of the TC.
Early Witch Doctor for sentries against burrowed beetles?
Yep, exactly. And to plaster the map in sentries.
Not bad. But where's the damage coming from?
Yeah, this build is played a lot by Grubby, for example, with Headhunters. Headhunter early and then into Walkers and the Doctors. And then tier 3 transition is also pretty cool with Master Training and such. But no Headhunters, just Grunts. And these Grunts are taking a bit of a beating from the beetles.
Still saves them though. Farseer is about to be back. XlorD diving deep, gets surrounded. Telestaff is on cooldown. This is a TP for sure. Doesn't get the kill. Feels a little unnecessary.
Yeah. He wasn't looking for a second. Must have been macroing.
Yeah, we see a lot of buildings coming up. He was clearly in his base. what a weird game. Definitely mistakes by both players. Maybe the nerves. It's a lot on the line.
Crypto is gonna get level 4 here, but how is XlorD gonna level his second hero? That's gonna be the difficult task.
Yeah. There's a lot of experience on the bottom left-hand side of the map, but that will probably be contested by FoCuS.
Yeah. That's how you're supposed to play this against a fast expansion. Creep up, like counter-expand at some point, but also creep up heavily using your map control.
And FoCuS gets level 3 already. That's pretty good. Oh, can he steal the Sasquatch? That's really important. Gotta be respecting that Chain Lightning even. Gets that as well. Okay, things are looking a little better and better for FoCuS here. Despite the expansion. I think he's expanding himself. Ghouls are very hard, so XlorD can't really do anything. 27 supply, not level 5, no second hero, waiting for tier 3. He's in no position to do anything right now.
XlorD going really turtle mode once again. We saw that before by him. Towers already coming up. And he wants to start to get his tech rolling. FoCuS not on his way to tier 3 yet. Playing a lot less aggressive than Fly was in the mid game.
Yeah. Oh, beetles are still corpses. Wonderful play by XlorD with that telestaff. Might cost a TP again.
He's willing to use the invul here as well, I imagine.
Purge, Stomp, more nibbles. Oh, is that even enough? FoCuS' reaction was great, and he gets the cancel. Really important. Can he just walk away from this? That would be wonderful. Impale used, okay, that costs mana, but nothing else, and FoCuS can't reach. This worked a little better than expected.
Yeah, a lot of time bought for XlorD. Not only did he cancel the expansion, he also forced back the enemy army, got them out of the middle, and bought some creep camps, possibly later for his other heroes.
DK coming. Tech to tier 3 Slaughterhouse. XlorD gets this game on the way. Oh, Zeppelin play. Yeah, there's no headhunters. Gets the beetles in as well. There's also no bestiary, so no bad riders. Oh, Purge and Berserker though, that's not too great. Is he getting too greedy here?
That was almost a great play.
Yeah.
Little lucky there by FoCuS to catch that Zeppelin in transit. Otherwise, it could have been another cancel of the Expo. But I think XlorD now needs to give the TP to the DK and start creeping. He needs to get some levels on the second hero.
Yeah. Distracts the army big time. Roaming TC here, interestingly.
That's weird.
Oh man, these watch awards everywhere. Tier 3 almost done. I've never seen a game like this in my life.
Just the TZ and Farseer.
Yeah, against just
together.
the XlorD and DK.
Weird game. It's looking quite weird. Also, why is the army not with FoCuS?
They were chasing beetles.
But now they're just standing there.
They're waiting for more beetles?
Okay, it's moving now.
Yeah, again, there's a lot of experience in the bottom left. Lich coming. No upgrades on the ghouls here. Big transition into fiends.
Destroyers will always be a danger in the late game when there's no Blade Master, Triple Hero, and so on. How much anti-air does FoCuS have? He's going more and more into Berserkers. And he finally has his expansion. But the thing is, normally Berserkers are supposed to be the key units late game against Undead, like old meta talking here. But against XlorD, against Impale, it's a little different.
Yeah, also against the upcoming Nova for sure. Damage items not that great, so no Super Lich here for sure. Beetles harassing again. Maybe that will force another reaction while creeping. Looks like he keeps the XlorD around. He could just be the bouncer if the Orc comes in, throw an Impale, buy some time. Oh, there we go. Maybe that was a little obvious. Here comes the TC with a big stomp. Follow up with the chain lightning. Fiends have a tough time, but nice heal scroll, nice Impale. Now it's time to kill the backline. There is Headhunters, the Berserker gone. Nice. Oh, stomp doesn't hit too much, actually. Level 4 for the Farseer. Lich in trouble. Chain lightning rattles through again, but mostly on Fiends. Coil is ready. More Impales if he wants to. Also more Beetles. That Impale, maybe not that great. Lich in trouble. Gets another coil. Scrappy fight here. Army everywhere. But FoCuS losing a lot.
Yeah, pretty even trades here between the two, both losing quite a few units. But it's the undead heroes really who benefit most from these levels, so XlorD is gladly taking this fight.
Yeah, you don't have to creep if you kill your enemy units, of course. Exactly. Scales better with the triple hero.
Well, he had a lot of gold there, he can reproduce, but he is not looking to be in a position anymore to contest very well. And honestly, with how this game went, how he had map control, FoCuS didn't get enough of the map. There's still tons of creep camps left for XlorD.
Oh, he's moving in again. XlorD really greedy. There's a TP, but against Storm, this can be misleading. Going for the DK level up. Oh, maybe that level up saves him for a bit. Purge! Okay, that's him gone. And he went for the Death Pact, so no Unholy Aura for this army. Can XlorD capitalize from this even without the DK? Statue taken out. 2 more Fiends coming in. Reinforcements cover a lot faster. If there's web, he can web that Zeppelin. FoCuS wants to get out of there. Burrow used, but there's... Okay, immediate sentry. Immediate reveal. Farseer might be a little far forward. Catches the Nova Town portal out.
Okay. There's still 1 or 2 camps to creep here for XlorD. DK died, yes. Any skilled Death Pact, not the greatest, but... it's also not that bad. XlorD's army is growing. He's getting his levels. Cryptlord is almost 5. Would love to know the upgrades.
My nerves, my nerves.
Destroy the beast. For XlorD, that can be great. Depending on how many dispels there are from the walkers.
Yeah, there is a lot to dispel actually. Frost armor, Scroll the Beast now, Beetles.
It's only one walker.
He's getting more for sure. Lightning Shield upgrade, going for Bloodlust possibly.
XlorD's about to hit 2 level ups here. It's 2 big ones.
Oh, level 5, level 3. The DK can of course be a liability now. Movement speed is absolutely an issue.
Alright, FoCuS sees where XlorD is.
DK is back. Involent heal scroll. Felt like FoCuS was slipping in macro quite a bit, hoarding so much gold without that being necessary. And it's going into a lot of berserkers now, and especially against the level 3 Impale. That's quite an invite. But yeah, movement speed lacking. You see it here. Shadowhunter is out. Hex. We do have another fight here. Not the greatest way to control this TC if you're not willing to spend an Impale on it. Chain Lightning gets the kill for sure. TC catching a lot of focus fire. What was that? Stomp. XlorD kind of dodging it. That Impale. Oh, that would be a wonderful one. And he gets a lot. Is there a follow-up with the Nova? Doesn't seem like it. Heals. Wave is lacking. TC down to 50%.
DK with the invul, again kind of exposed, but so is the TP. Whoever wins this fight gets the rest of the map to creep. This is a crucial fight.
That Nova was sick, and XlorD is feeding off of this backline. Lots of destroyers, they might be falling now. 5 supply gone. The Lich in trouble, far out in the open. Oh, there's a Hex. There might be a Storm. There is. Is there a coil through the forest somehow? No! Gets the kill. That's level 5 for the TC. XlorD down to 48, FoCuS down to 44, but there's a lot more to fall with these headhunters. But mana is an issue. We do have statues on the ground. Shadowhunter down to 50%. Next aim is the DK. Oh, would he love to have the Unholy Aura right now. Hex again. Oh, there is Death Pick, but no unit. Maybe the Destroyer. Oh no, the DK is falling too. Is that the end for XlorD?
Still got lots of gold. He's trying to go for a Tavern Revive. Cryptlord, the only hero left. Still a few units. Can he catch that Cryptlord as well? He can't kill him. XlorD has to go for a Tavern Revive.
Not.
Not doing it.
Might be afraid to lose it once again. DK there. Lich benched as well. 55 supply. He has so much gold, so much lumber. Not willing to invest it into a Tavern Revive.
He needs mana potions on the Cryptlord. That's kind of a big mistake, not buying mana pots. With enough Impales and Novas, these headhunters should have a terrible time.
Yeah. FoCuS is still investing a lot into these headhunters. No Tauren. Not many walkers. I feel like this is the wrong thing to do as well. Maybe now Tavern Revive? Yes. What do you do on level 3 with the DK now once you get it? Aura. You really want level 2 coil, but this aura would be so helpful.
Definitely aura. Again though, FoCuS coming in.
The Lich not in the group, we've seen this before! In the game against Fly. Oh no, there's no coil. TP's trying everything. Chain Lightning. Oh, and dieback for XlorD. Disaster. Shakes his head.
Yeah, honestly, XlorD is definitely making mistakes this game. He's harassing with something at the expansion. It's level 3 Beetles.
But the Walker is there, dispelling against it.
At least the DK can creep now. This was the big problem, losing the DK. Something I underestimated when he died the first time. That he couldn't be leveled for such a long while. But now he finally gets some creep camps, at least. Nice sentry up there. Sees where XlorD is going. Sees him going to the top right. Is FoCuS again heading up there to attack. FoCuS has been playing Creepjack for the last, I don't know, 10 minutes or something.
Yeah. So much vision, man. It's so good. Going into Abominations now. XlorD all of a sudden at 80 supply. The power of an undead expansion. FoCuS with double mana potion on the TC. That's the difference, man. No mana on the Cryptlord right now. He can't fight this. The TP is gone. This might be FoCuS's way into the lower bracket finally. He's going for the heroes once again. Hero focus after hero focus. Mana Stone on the DK. Is he willing to go for the death pack now? Oh, he's stunned again. Chain Lightning Zap. The end of all hope, and XlorD is eliminated.
That's a shame, man. That game was not looking bad for him. This could have been a winning game. I think the ping once again became a big issue there. Normally, XlorD executes those games way, way, way better. And that was clearer and quicker than I thought it would be.
Way more one-sided than the games against Fly, where we've also seen mistakes, but yeah, the game's a lot closer there. FoCuS not breaking a sweat, really. There were some invitations, of course, by XlorD to give FoCuS an edge here and there. But from FoCuS' side, decent execution, not overwhelming, not stomping on XlorD. There were some mistakes here and there as well, but kind of solid.
Yeah, I don't think he really played the perfect anti-Cryptlord game. He played the late game really well. He controlled the map well, he went for good creep jacks, which XlorD, with that ping, I guess, couldn't deal with too well. But I wonder why he played so much worse XlorD today than he did against Fly. Not sure. Perhaps the ping was worse.
Yeah, the later you play... Oh, well, it's actually the same time. But yeah, you never know what the conditions are to China. We have another Western hope in this tournament, and it is FoCuS. Here we see hero kill after hero kill after hero kill. Maybe that a crucial moment there. Going for Death Pact, skipping the aura to keep the DK alive. And then without aura, man, movement speed is so crazy for Orc when you have a slow undead army. There was just too much. If you keep the heroes low, then the undead is in trouble, and that's exactly what happened. Great hero focus by FoCuS. Okay, and we got our lower bracket final tomorrow between the two orcs, between Fly and FoCuS. Ooh, lots of orcs tomorrow. Here we see the standing at the moment. 1-0 and Sock fighting for the playoffs in Group A. We got Colorful and Lin fighting for the playoffs in Group B. And now XlorD, unfortunately, out. Hopefully we see him again in the ESL Pro Tour, and then he can show his real skill at Katowice, the ESL Pro Tour World Finals. FoCuS versus Fly tomorrow, and that is the conclusion of Group C. Infi qualifying from the winner bracket. And now it is time for Foggy versus TH. The second Western hope. Pink for him is a little better, playing from the Ukraine, but he is facing the 3X. A two-time gold champion, a WCG champion in TH. This is gonna be a hell of a human versus night elf matchup, and for this, we get Todd as a co-caster. We're gonna be back in a bit with Group D. Stay tuned, spread the word, and spam this Froggy to support Foggy.